Well, hey guys, welcome to the stream. We are on. I guess first I should start by apologizing for yesterday. My stream crashed, and I'm pretty sure it was YouTube's fault, if I could excuse myself. But yeah, my stream crashed, and I think YouTube Studio, something. I mean, I guess it wasn't just their studio. I mean, I was having trouble really accessing YouTube in general, like even getting videos to work. So I'm not quite sure if it was my internet or if it was YouTube. I mean, I think I read somewhere that YouTube was having trouble, so I don't know. Either way, my stream did work, so if you guys checked out my videos, I did re-upload what I had captured, and it all seemed pretty there, I guess, in general. But yeah, so where I left off in my stream yesterday is I was just getting ready to make my way back to for the first time, I guess, in the game, to the Citadel after the tragic events of Eden Prime. So yeah, still very early. I mean, I've only played for a little under an hour and a half so far. So, and go. Let's do it. Alright, so we are in the ER, Dr. Chakwas. I like her in Chakwas. So, here, oh, yes. Yeah, give me that metagel. New codex entry, I like that.
Hey,
Uh-oh, Ashley wants to talk to me.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use
Now, I
some good
never
news
like to
after what
romance
happened to
Ashley because... I mean, if you haven't played Mass Effect, let's just say I'm not a big fan of Ashley. You'll find out why, but yeah. Soldiers die, he'll be missed.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty
I don't know.
over what
Plus,
happened.
for me, it's just
If
kind
Jenkins was
of
still
boring
alive,
to romance the
I might
humans.
not
I
be
always
here.
find it's more entertaining to romance the non-humans. Let's just say.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
You okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Alright, so I'm
Thanks,
just
Commander.
consoling her, making her feel
I have to
good.
admit, I was
That's
a
what
little worried
that's
about
what a
being
true
assigned to the
paragon
Normandy.
does. I'm a
It's nice when
paragon
someone
of
makes you feel
virtue.
welcome.
I'm very glad to
I
have you
think
on
you're
the
gonna fit in
team.
here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Alright, so we made her feel better about herself. Let's speak to Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you
Yes,
end up
personal
serving on a Marine
questions.
ship?
I enlisted right out of med
Always the
school.
best questions.
Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls.
I think, if I'm
Turns out
not
much of your life
mistaken,
isn't
if
quite
I
as
remember
romantic
correctly,
as I'd imagined.
I think the voice actor for
Humanity needs
Chakwas is the
Alliance
same
if we
lady
want to
that
keep
voiced
expanding
the
through Traverse.
Queen
Alliance
in the
always
Gears of
needs
War
good
franchise.
doctors.
I'm pretty sure.
So I stayed
I
on.
think it's the
to
same
my
exact
pleasure.
lady.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to
Excellent,
himself, though.
excellent.
Maybe because of the
Learning more
headaches.
about
It's
Caden.
not easy being an L2.
What
What's
does
an
that have to do with
L2?
Well, most
I know what an
biotics
L2 is,
now
but-
use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind
Complications?
of complications?
Severe mental
They
disabilities,
grow 5
insanity,
arms out of the
crippling
back of their
physical
head.
pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Thank you,
Goodbye,
Chakwas.
Commander.
You are truly an asset to my crew, Jaquaz. I'll get you, you can have a burrito tomorrow. Alright, talk to Ashley, talk to Jaquaz. Caden.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
I think this room is my room. This is my area. But Anderson's in it for some reason.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Don't talk to me like this is your ship. It's my ship. Do what I want.
Glad to see
Make
you're
sure
okay,
he's
Commander.
good. Nothing here. Oh. Alright, codex entry, statistics, timeline, tech. Okay, oh, so there's a codex entry I missed. Oh, galactic government.
The Citadel, specters are agents from the...
Yes, I know what a specter is.
Biotics is
Biotics, I know what a biotic.
the combat...
And Metagel. Okay, so... Still on insanity, that's good. See, my friend told me that they can switch over somehow, so now he's got me constantly worried.
Joker's waiting for you on the bridge, Commander.
Alright, Joker's waiting for me on the bridge. I think that's the bridge. So I'm gonna go the opposite direction. Down, down, down. Okay. In the Normandy's vehicle bay, using a squad member's locker allows you to assign equipment to them. New equipment can be purchased off the requisition officer. Let's go this way first. If you are a newbie to Mass Effect and you're looking to 100% this game, be used to much backtracking when attempting to find everything.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
There goes a codex entry. Okay, I think this area is good. Back up Chia. There's the requisition officer.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Sure. What do
Whatever you
got?
want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue.
Get you one.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I like.
You're on my ship and
No
I gotta pay
licenses,
you?
No goods.
Your
Without the
bed is
goods,
payment.
I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, so yeah. So I got no moolah right now. Grenade, Metagel. Yeah, let's get that Metagel one. That's good enough. Or I didn't talk to him.
Looking for supplies?
How often will you get?
And check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most
What are
basic
licenses?
manufacturers sell licenses. I already
Brand
have
products. I
several
already
basic
have several
ones,
basic ones, but you
you'll
need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands.
Many of the best licenses
Since they're hard to get, but they're worth-
well
Not right now.
Okay.
no problem.
Awesome.
Keep checking back.
I know at some point there is... Oh, yeah, I already knew there was a codex there. Where else? Where else can I get the codexes? Ashley's locker, Caden's locker. Okay, I think I'm finally good here. Well, let me go ahead and check out their lockers real quick. I got 3 Banshees? Do not need that many Banshees. Hurricane. That's fine. So I already have a Kessler. Can ditch a Kessler. Okay. Check out Ashley. Let's ditch a Banshee. Got a Hurricane. Alright, that's good enough for now. zoom in on that face. In the face. Whoa! That was that's not a great angle I took there. I'm sorry, Shep. My apologies. Alright, so there's a little codex entry here. Talk to Presley just in case.
Glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough.
See if there's a codex. Yep, codex entry over here. Alright, so there's the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I know there's a codex entry at some point right here. Unless I already got that one. No. So it's just Joker left.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Punch it, Joker. You. Let's see the Citadel.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at
Oh,
that monster. Its main gun could rip
you
through
guys
the
remember
barriers
Witty
of any ship
Banter
the
in a
Alliance
video
fleet?
game?
Good thing it's on
I
our
missed
side,
it.
then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Town.
This is the commander.
Normandy,
I
this
need
is
authorization
Alliance
to
Tower.
land.
Please proceed to Dock 422.
Indeed. Thank you. I will make my way to Dock 422 as we speak. Oh yeah. That's my ship.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies
Ambassador
on the borders of the
Udina.
Terminus systems.
Always angry.
Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres.
Oof.
The mission
The
of Eden
updated
Prime was
graphics
a
on this
chance to
game
prove
made
you
some
could
of the
get job
characters
done.
look
Instead,
even uglier.
Nihilus ended up dead
And
and the
Udina's
beacon
one
was
of them.
destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
Excellent. Make sure to get me the
That's why I
clearance.
hate politicians.
No, wrong button. Okay.
The Citadel, the Council. The Mako infantry fighting vehicle.
Oh, we're gonna get closely acquainted with that Mako.
Element Zero can
If you play Mass Effect 1 at least, you had better get used to the Mako. To be honest, I could be rose colored glasses, rose tinted glasses. I never hated the Mako. I know it's always been a talking point and people hating it, but I don't know. It never bothered me, honestly. Alright, got a journal entry. What else we got here? Okay, so I always go to the right here first. I think this is where you encounter, yeah, that's these things. Alright.
Hello there, human.
Hello there, human.
Sincere apology. But I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed.
I always love the way they
something
talk.
I can do to help?
Alarmed
the idea that them saying out loud their emotions is, I always thought was funny.
All going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort. I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Gosh, there's so many side missions I remember on the Citadel.
Across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Good day, human.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Dan. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
EarthClan?
What is this place?
What a douche.
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Tell me about Volus culture.
Tell me everything.
We are tribal by nature.
I have all
but
day.
Our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and
if I remember, the Volus play a bigger part, I think, in Mass Effect 2.
Is always shifting and changing.
Which I had this conversation with a buddy the other day, but like everyone, at least people I know, everyone always heralds Mass Effect 2, even me, as the best out of the 3 Mass Effect games. But after talking with my buddy, like, something odd is that, like, for some reason Mass Effect 2 is the one I remember the least of. I don't know. My buddy recently played this game, and he actually says now 2 is his least favorite out of the 3, which is kind of crazy because I remember not liking 3 when I played it initially, but that was of course because of something everyone who plays Mass Effect knows about.
Chastising rebuke, Dan. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Den.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus
That's right, you set him straight.
has expanded
Set him straight,
tenfold
Elcor.
since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Pleased greeting.
It is
Human,
always good to see your kind.
I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through sentence-like movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Whoa.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't
I don't know if
really
you guys
care
could hear
about
that, but that
our
was
race.
thunder.
Full response, Din.
I'd be curious to know if you could hear that through my mic. That was pretty loud.
I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us.
So the Asari discovered the
With their
Elcor.
help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiar. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups.
Though we're always welcoming to outsiders.
Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Very nice to talk to someone civilized here. Unlike this Volus.
Time on the Citadel.
Alright, so.
Strange greeting, human. This is
Did I talk to
really
this guy
not
already?
a good time.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, didn't you?
Okay, I did talk to
I
this
need
guy.
to be going.
Yes, I must speak.
Alright, so what codex entries have I unlocked?
The Elcor,
The
the
Volus.
Volus are a...
Okay, journal entry. Right, so let's get a save going real quick.
War with you.
And real quick. Let's check the difficulty. Still on insanity. Excellent. That's what I like. Alright, so now let's start venturing further into the Citadel. Avina, Embassy Receptionist.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies.
Sheesh,
If you
the
have
character
more
models
questions,
are
please access Avina.
way
What's
better.
Oh, Avina
I
is
still
the
say
virtual
these are,
guide for the
they've
Citadel.
improved
Feel free to
the
access
textures and the
terminal
characters.
yourself.
Everything
name? What
to
do you
me
do?
looks more close,
My name
more,
is
more
Safiria.
closely
I'm the
similar to
administrative
like Mass
assistant
Effect
for the
3.
embassies.
Because
You
Mass
seem
Effect
to
3,
be
when it came out,
distracted.
honestly wasn't a
The
bad looking
embassies
game
are
either.
the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Yay, level up. I love that. I totally forgot in Mass Effect you can level up just by talking to things. I don't remember there being anything of importance in this room.
Delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Okay, so diplomatic archive. There's a codex entry. There's a diplomat.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Alright, so I know not Udina, but Anderson. This is Anderson's office. Or no, wait. I thought it was Anderson's office. Computer console, easy decryption, sure. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking ETA cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done on our kind. So, that's a new mission. Alright, so let's do some upgrading here. Alright, so what do I want Caden to be great at? Alright, so I'm gonna go crazy on... Okay.
The Asari, roughly...
You discovered a strange transmission discussing some sort of biotic commune. Harmless, but something seems disturbing. Okay, so let's talk to Executor Palin.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin,
Head of CSEC.
It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectre?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law.
Very admirable.
They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye.
Fine. Don't tell me anything. Find out on my own.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course you wouldn't.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I could do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Okay, I remember Nasana plays a part in some mission later.
I'm very busy.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies, not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shayera's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shayera's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Goodbye. There's Fredericks, Nasana, bartender. Everything seems good here. Let's check the back door. Giggity giggity giggity. Just one of those things. There is a mission at some point. I don't remember when I get it, but there's a mission to go around and scan all of those little creatures. I don't remember their names. There's quite a bit. I remember that mission always being kind of annoying. Alright, so onwards into the Citadel. There's Avina. 2 Citadel Towers, that's directions.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest
Do a dance,
throughout
AI.
this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about
Citadel Secure Executor.
Okay, so
If
this
you
is the
wish to
part
learn
where I
more,
already know.
Executor Palin's office is
Tell me about the embassies.
The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and in recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations.
Lesser
the
species.
embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
You
That's pretty
VI
damn
racist?
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in
Why were
writing.
people trying to keep my species?
Some species felt humanity was given. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on...
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interactions.
Why were people trying to keep my species?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is... Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except
What can you tell me about the Citadel?
Originally, roughly 1,304 galactic standard years.
Krogan
Since
Rebellion.
then, the three council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual...
It can't be as simple as that. There must be...
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your...
Thank you, Avina. You were extremely helpful. Alright, so first... Gotta make my way all the way down. So I'm gonna start on this end. I already know rapid transit. Gotta make sure I get all these codex entries. Run, Shep, run! Okay. So not really much here. There's a lower section there. Let's see what's going on over here. Just some people talking. This dude hanging out. That's to the wards. I remember the wards. Wards, I think, is the fun area of the game. Alright, so anything of importance here? Nope, nothing right now. Just people having a grand old time. Oh, there's a keeper.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
What? Incarceration? What the heck? I think my controller... What? Did my controller bug out here? Sorry, 1 second. My controller just like lost connection out of nowhere. Okay. Sheesh, I don't know what that was.
Tell me about the relay monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the relay monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the relay monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity,
I got
they are
access,
responsible
so
for monitoring upwards of
boo-boo.
1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
I'd like to know more about the keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the Citadel regulations protect the keepers against interference during the performance. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around.
Any particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The keepers do not communicate with other species. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, the keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant
Alright,
day.
so I just got to go to this other area over here. I already did that area. So there's a transit. Just because I'm curious, I want to make sure I got everything over here. Yes, okay. Alright, so there's... Oh, Barlavon, I remember him. He's kind of a big deal.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barlavon. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed.
If I remember correctly, he works for a certain broker who, that's all I'll say.
I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies.
While I'm at it, let's double check my audio, make sure I'm good.
For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Okay.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council. Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep...
What's it like living here on
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so
special? But only the most powerful and influential species have.
What are the wards like?
You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay. Ooh, the Hanar. That's right. The Hanar are really cool to talk to as well. See what's back here. Another keeper. What's... Oh, there was something. Was there something here? No? Double check over Mia. Alright, Mr. Hanar. Let's talk to you.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer... Please take time to examine the fine goods it has.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Okay, so he's got... How much is it? 13... Oh no, cost. 35 toxic seal. So let's do... Instead of projectiles, upgraded weapons release charged particles, bolts that can bypass kinetic barriers. Interesting. That's just for organics. Let's go ahead and buy one of those.
Commander.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so.
I think that's... I'm down to 650. Yeah, okay. So, well, I bought one thing. Okay, so let's continue on. Oh, so Avina, I'm guessing,
Welcome to Presidium
talk about some of the
Tourism
Krogan stuff.
3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell.
But then, the Genophage.
Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomat. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate, and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds.
That's all for now.
No.
Thank you for using Avina.
If you're gonna make it.
Welcome to
I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies.
Why did the Council fight?
Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate, and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes.
That's all for now.
Thank you,
for
Avina.
using Avina. Have a
Always
pleasant day.
so helpful. So let's check out over here. So that leads to some sort of upper level. Okay, so that's just going to take me over to the other side. What we got over here. So I think this is the Asari Consort's office.
Welcome, I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What do you do here, Melina?
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to... My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman. A woman with... I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Ooh.
Yes, of course, mistress.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Out of my way, plebeians. I am VIP. I walk straight in.
What?
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Uh-oh, here we go. What's she gonna say? There's nothing in here.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to
Ooh,
others.
comfort to
I have a
others.
certain problem that could use your expertise.
Oh, that's right. She
Maybe
wants
I
you
can
to
help.
somehow
I have a friend,
get them
Septimus,
people to stop
a
talking crap
retired
about her, I
Turian
think.
General. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Personal space. Personal space.
Now
Lady,
I must ask
calm
you to take
down.
your
I
leave.
have friends with
I
me.
have many clients waiting to see me.
At least have me send them away. Alright, so let's go find her Turian General. General.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
Few are ever asked to aid Shaira. It's quite an honor.
What do you know about the general?
He's been seeing the... Then one day, he was always very respectful to the acolytes. Very noble.
I think I'm done here.
Of course. Come back anytime.
Alright, so let's head back across. So I think the only area I haven't checked out was the area beneath the entry level over here. And then I will make my way down into the ward, and then after the ward, then we'll start going up to the Citadel Tower. Actually, I just thought about it. I can't get into the ward because I think that door was locked. So, yeah. Okay, so I have to gain... So, yeah, I can't even get down to CSEC. Oh, well, that makes it easy now. Just gotta go to the Citadel Tower. Okay, so... How do I get up into the tower? I don't remember. 'Cause I know this is the ward. Okay, so the wards are still off. So now I gotta remember how to get to the tower. I mean, I guess I could just take the fast travel. Where is it? Ah, over here. Isn't that it? No? Oh, there it is. Rapid transit. Financial district, that's where I just was. Consort, the embassies, Citadel Tower. Okay, so just because I'm curious, how did I get here?
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Okay, so where was this located? Oh, okay, I didn't even see it then.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Okay, so I at least know this is Tower.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless,
I didn't realize they have a skip for the elevator section. Man, I'm not skipping the elevator section. This is Mass Effect. Can't skip those. That's not how Mass Effect is meant to be played. Whoa, the Citadel Tower.
Saren's hiding something.
Garrus.
Give me more time.
Yes, Garrus.
Stall the council. Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
My boy. Garrus is my dog.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicari. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Nope. You're wrong about that. Garrus.
You don't want to keep the council waiting.
Council time. Okay, real quick. Anything here? Nothing here. Admiral Kohoku.
No, Commander.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Okay, so anything of note over here? No. Okay, almost done. Yay, there's Anderson. Alright, here we go.
Started. Come on.
Cutscene time.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard.
Racist.
You're not ready to join the council.
You racist, Saren. How dare you?
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth.
I always love that.
Your
You've made your
petition to have him
decision.
disbarred from the
I won't
Spectres is
waste my
denied.
breath.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
I don't know why I never noticed, but Saren's eyes kind of clearly give him away that he's been indoctrinated somehow. I mean, I always saw that with, what was his name in Mass Effect 2?
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made
What was
the
his
Council
name? The
question
something
our
man.
motives.
I know
Mass
Saren.
Effect 2. You could always tell
He's
he
working
was
with the Geth for one reason.
messed with because of his
exterminate
eyes.
the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our
What
next
now?
step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that lizard.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top
I remember
representatives.
Barla Vaughn.
He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing.
Easily manipulated,
And he
it
knows how to
sounds
cover
like
his
to me.
tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
You and Saren have a history.
Saren, but I saw
Oh, that's
how
right,
he
I already
operates.
did that one.
No conscience. No hesitation.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't.
Oh,
It's not
elusive
easy
man.
preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you.
Like
They've
me?
been watching you for years.
Like me?
They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. But with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. They tend to operate outside the law. Do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals.
They sound like shadow.
Everything about them is classified. But the Council couldn't do it. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If
What happens when a Spectre goes
It doesn't happen often. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving it. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres.
Oh no, I just clicked on that one.
He's got an impressive client list.
Shadow Broker.
Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. He's not a threat to anyone, not to
Oh, I'm very familiar
He's
with the
just a
Shadow
resource
Broker.
we can use, or she is. Or
And
maybe
we will
they
get...
Nobody really knows.
We will get...
I should go.
Familiar once again. Soon. Soon. Very soon. Alright, so... Let's see. This area... Nothing up here. There's that section across. I think this is a scan. No. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, get out of the way, Ashley. Okay, so nothing over here, it looks like. I don't remember if it's immediately. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, it is immediately. Alright.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Ah,
Why are you
yes,
so interested in
Torban
the Keepers?
and his keepers.
I've got no interest in the...
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking.
Spill
Is
the
there
beans.
something wrong with that?
I want those
No.
beans.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you.
I need the
I'm using
beans.
a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them. but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the keep. We see them working.
Because you're a thief.
I should get going then.
Yes.
You're attempting to kidnap them.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show.
There's one. Can I talk to Kahoku yet? I know he gives you a mission.
No, I haven't spoken to him before. Commander?
Okay, so I can't get the mission from Kahoku yet. There's another keeper.
Yeah, I'll wait.
So I don't remember if I saw a keeper up top. I'm gonna run up there real quick just to double check. Yeah, I see one in the corner. So this is definitely one of the more tedious missions in the entire game. Just kind of scanning all the keepers all around the Citadel. Okay, so I got one back here. So that's all of the ones up top. I think there's one more off to the left over here. Okay, so not here. Yeah, there's one way down here.
Maybe. But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
So, I don't know. I thought a lot of the mission stuff gets updated after each time you leave the Citadel to do a mission. I don't remember if after doing this part, if stuff automatically starts popping up. Because I kind of don't want to run back through the Citadel again after just doing it. I may have to, though. I don't know if things updated. Because I know at least the wards and CSEC are now open. Okay, so Codex,
the 50,
the Rachni,
the
Hanar, and the Keepers,
Biota, a
the
virtual
Mass Relays, Krogan Rebellion, the Wards, Creds. So I gotta talk to Septimus down in the lower wards. Still gotta scan the rest of the Keepers. Got that new mission, Strange Transmission. Gotta speak to Harkin. And I gotta go back and talk to Barlavan.
All the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Okay. So at least now, if I do decide to run back through this area, I know it'll be quick, because I know I've already talked to a lot of these guys. Okay, so I got that Keeper. So let's start from this end, I guess, and make my way back. Oh, it did totally... That Hanar's there now. So everything did totally just update. Lower wards. There's another Keeper. Now the wards should be open. They're green. Yep, green. Wards open now. Alright, so let's go talk to this Hanar and resolve whatever their issue is. But let's get a save first.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its beliefs.
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has... The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs.
What's the purpose behind it?
The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance? Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers? The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble. Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness? The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races. The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws. This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
Paragon of Virtue.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
I am the ultimate hero. I solve everything with intelligent dialogue. No fists. I need not my fists. Alright, so here I still need to talk to Bar Levon, which is something we will do. Anything new?
On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the
So Avina has nothing new.
Please enjoy your visit.
Double check this area over here again. See, I know there's a... Yep.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Codex.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
So there's a keeper there. Human, delighted, welcome. I know there's another keeper over in that back room.
Shepard, what can I do?
I'll be going.
Goodbye, Commander. Shepard, what can I do for you now?
I'll be going.
Goodbye, Commander.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
So back here I know there's a keeper.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
We're still locked. What we got going on over here? Still... Oh, now Anderson's here.
Yes, Commander. Is there something you need?
You and Saren have a history.
About 20 years ago. Saren... But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation.
I should go.
I'll be here.
Okay, so everything here is still good. Nothing new, nothing... Oh! Oh, I thought I saw something. Is there a keeper in here? There is indeed. There's another one.
Strange greeting, human.
You seem distressed.
Alarmed response.
I need to be going.
Yes.
Okay.
I must speak more with the ambassador myself. Good day, human.
Whoa. She looked like she was about to sprint. Alright, so head down to this lower area. That's another way that leads. That's CSEC. Okay, so nothing here except for CSEC. Make my way back up to the top. And I will make the trek across. Because I need to talk to Barla Vaughn. Alright, Barla, where are you at? I know you're all the way down the end. There's another keeper. Just run through here, make sure there's nothing of importance.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you. You're with the Alliance? My brother's a prime, that honor.
We are sorry, consort is off limits. Alrighty. Oh, hey, I saw pop in. Not supposed to see pop in on Legendary Edition. There's another keeper. Anything up top? No. I know there's another keeper in this back room over here. Think there's one here. Yep. Alright, so let's make my way to Barla. He's in this next room. How many keepers? I'm at 12 out of 20.
Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him
That's what happens when you deal with a traitor like Saren.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Tell me more about the Shadow.
Most people think I deal in finance, but the Shadow Broker is the... Yet somehow he never seems to upset the natural...
Any guess what his
I don't
idea
know. Nobody does. The Shadow Broker could be any... How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind.
I thought you'd know more about the name.
From time to time I come across information I sell to the... The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes. I don't like danger, Commander.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Thank you. You are a gentleman and a scholar, Barla. Okay, so where do I want to go first? Do I want to go straight to C-Sec? Or do I want to go to the... I'm going to go to the wards first. Did I scan this keeper? Pretty sure I did.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Alright, down to the wards. Let's go potty. That's where all the happy times are had on the Citadel. Or the get shot up times. Alright.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Alright. So what we got going on here?
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
Yay, there's a keeper.
Binary.
The
Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Yay, another keeper. Alright. What? How many am I at already? I'm at 14, 6 more. So let's start at the beginning. I don't want to just cut through. Start out way over here. Alright. So let's start to the left. Because I know to the right is where you want to go here. I know there's a transit down below this area. Or it might be over here, actually. Yes, there's a transit. Ooh, another keeper. Excellent. Metagel. Chloe Michelle.
Hello there, Commander. I'm Dr. Chloe Michel. Is there something I can do for you?
You're a doctor. How did you end
My
up
parents brought... My father was a med... I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my
Let me
idea.
take a look at what you have
Of
for
course.
sale.
Okay. So I don't have much money right now, or credits, I should say. Leave that area alone. Okay, so that takes me right into CSEC, apparently. I don't remember that. Some creds, another keeper.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz. Saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can
Another
help
one
you
of my
with?
fans.
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the... You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens. Like those hankering. Wild. Plus,
How do you
CSEC
like working here?
This place is... But I really... Like that new club they just opened a few months ago? Flux? Wicked.
What do you know about the
Just the stuff they show in the... Some of the other... But if they were so bad...
I have to go.
Right.
No,
You're probably
I missed
real
one.
busy. Well, see you around, Commander. Hey, Commander Shepard. Good to see you again. Anything you need?
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander. Hey, Commander Shepard. Good to see you again. Anything you need?
Do you know a CSEC officer?
Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but...
What do you know about...
But if they were so bad, the council wouldn't use...
I have to go.
Right.
Alright,
You're
there we
probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Okay, so that'll take me to CSEC. Now there's Emily Wong. Is that where it came from? Yes, it is. Okay. So this seems like a good place for a save real quick. Scenic view.
Big place.
That your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
The council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first. Sir.
That will be enough, Chief.
At ease, Lieutenant. Can't see her in a skirt anyway.
Damn straight you can't.
Ready to move out, sir.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard! I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover...
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You've got to have access to
I'm
better-
using every source I can. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here...
How do you know I'm investigating anything?
I'm a good journalist, Commander.
No promises. But if I find
Thank you,
anything...
Commander. You won't...
Okay, so I think this leads down. This leads to like a kind of dingy, like, trading post, I think it is.
I don't sell this mod.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's
Best place on this ward? Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, but it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available.
What can you tell me about...
I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own pride.
I'd like to know more about it.
It's an old The human... well, I'm sure he's fine.
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent.
Conrad Werner.
Is that really...
I think he's the
You're Commander
fan.
Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime.
I think his mission
I
is
am
literally
so
called
honored
Your
to
Fan
meet
or
you.
something.
Nice to meet you. And you are...
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed.
Weirdo.
I'll let you get back to work. Oh, but next time you're...
Get out of there. Get out of here, weirdo. Running around, begging for autographs from famous heroes. Ooh, there's a Krogan. Okay, this area.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have.
Okay, so this leads into... Alright, so I know where that goes, so... Oh, I guess I'll check this area out. I know this leads over to the club.
That's him.
Woo. Damn. Whoa! Was that a one hit? What? Wow. That was a one hit kill.
That's him.
Alright, well, at least now I know to be careful a little bit. Oh, shotgun. Alright, so shotguns do lots of damage. Don't just run up in there.
That's him.
Take cover. Oh gosh, he's running up on me. No! Alright, I gotta throw him. He might take me out here. Come on. Ah, get out of the way, Ashley. Oh, goodness.
Get down! Eat this!
Oh no. Oh no.
Those were Saren's men.
Think we're good, Commander?
Okay, there's Harkin. Patron. There's Septimus.
I got business here, but not with you.
Oh yeah. Alright, that's enough. You bore me. Jenna.
Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
Alright, so let's talk to Harkin first, I guess.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
What
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The hero...
You said they covered all this up.
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
Just tell me where Garrus was.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards.
How well do you know?
That's probably why he climbed the Alliance ranks.
The captain's a good...
Sure, but if he's so great, why'd the Spectres kick him out?
You need to look in a mirror.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
What's it like where you...
Skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file.
You got off easy.
What the hell do you know? Every day I plow through enough red tape to choke a rhino. That's how you gotta be.
What do you know about Garrus?
Damn hothead is what he is. Still, he'll pay for it soon enough. The executor loves to put us lowly field agents in our place. Just look what
I'm
happened.
out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Commander. What do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
Because she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
Ha, war. That's what this feels like, alright. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's that easy?
Yes.
Straighten up.
It is that easy.
Act like a general.
I don't think it could hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort. Even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right, I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe
You'll bring him proof. Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira.
Who am I taking it to?
His name is Zoltan. He's an L... Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Hard to imagine a general like that getting so upset about a woman.
Hey, that was your first, pal. Guess you're on the spot.
Yeah, what do you want?
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
Alright, so there's only one section left of the ward, and then it looks like I'm done with this area.
Noveria is a...
Oh, actually, no. So I still need to go to the one area, and then I need to go back to the medical clinic. Okay, so let's go back to... Or not back, but let's go to that area I missed. Where am I at with the keepers? I need 3 keepers left. I haven't even been to CSEC, so that's... CSEC is honestly probably where the last few keepers are that I'm missing. I don't know, for some... Mass Effect 1 is just like... I've always found it to be like a really soothing game. Just kind of walking around, discovering stuff, listening to weird techno music, I don't know. I think the combat is what or the non-combat sections are what I like the most about Mass Effect 1 in a weird way. I don't know. This game just did such a great job of, I don't know, just entertaining you when you're not shooting stuff.
I'll bring her back in a second. Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
Is this a casino?
We've got some quasar stations.
Are you the owner?
We've got some quasar stations.
Goodbye.
Enjoy your time here at Flux. Hello again.
Just passing through.
Enjoy
Wanted
your
to talk
time
to
here at
Rita.
Flux.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have.
Well, the problem is, she's working as an if they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an
That's
informant.
what I've been telling. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just.
Do you know who her contact
No.
is?
Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand.
Would
just
you? Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
Ugh. Now I gotta go all the way back there. Ooh, I think I can dance here. Oh. Nope.
I'm waiting for someone else.
Okay, so let's see. I can play low stakes, high stakes. There's another keeper. Suspicious gambling machine. Well, I already know where the signal goes. I remember this mission. So I'd have to go back to do this one. Okay. So now I gotta go all the way back. Lots of backtracking in Mass Effect 1. So I gotta go back, so I gotta talk to Rita's sister. And then I gotta make my way back to the medical area, because that's where I'm gonna find Garrus. So Jenna should be standing here.
Hi, I'll be with you in just a sec.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid.
Charming girl.
Ugh, now I gotta return back to her? Oh, Chelik.
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
What did you just say?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
What was that about?
I guess we'd better go find out.
Okay, so that's done, so now I don't have to return to Rita's sister. But now I've got to go to the medical. Let's see if cutting through is faster. Huh, I actually do think that is faster. Alright, so okay, the medicals should be over here. Alright, so this is another good point to save. Still on insanity, that is a good thing. Alright, so cutscene.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll...
Who are you? Let her go.
Ooh, headshot. Oh no, he got too close. Yay, we saved him.
I think we're good, Commander.
I am the world, or the universe's ultimate action hero.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard. What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage. There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get. She must have something that proves he's a traitor. Did the Quarian mention anything about Saren or the Geth?
She did. The information she was going to trade. She said it had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There's no way the Council can ignore this. Time we paid Fist a visit. This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you. You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down? I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people. Welcome aboard, Garrus. You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we heard about him.
A Krogan might come in handy. Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves. Move out.
I never properly... I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad you
Me
were.
too.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander. Nice talking to you. Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander. Nice talking to you.
Okay, sorry. I got distracted for a second. So, let's see. Core is in the middle. I mean, the core has approved Saren's working with the Geth. Okay, so before I take down Fist, I need to go get Rex.
The L-Core, the Geth.
Okay, so. So that's a different planet. That's a different planet. Consort. Okay, so I can go do the consort stuff real quick before I make my way to CSEC. Or I should have used rapid transit. Where was it? Was it up top? Because right now I'm going to go back to the embassies and correct whatever was going on with that L core. I'll do that first. Okay, so now I'm back at the embassies. Let's go talk to this L core real quick. Here he is, Zeltan.
Strange greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn.
Not true. Look at this.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn.
Septimus is a powerful man. That wasn't
Relieved.
easy.
I suppose. Startled realization. Anxious request. Please, human.
I'm sure she'll forgive you.
Doubtful. Thankful. That was a great thing you did.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
Okay, so. Okay, so I still need to talk with Shaira.
Yes, Commander. Is there something you need?
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
So just in case, I don't know if any dialogue option opens up over here. I'm gonna double check. Diplomat. Nothing here.
Shepard.
I'll be going.
Nothing
Goodbye.
here.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very
Nothing. Okay, so that was a waste of time. Okay, so yes, let's go talk to Shaira right now. Is there fast travel here? Yes. Man, this thing's... I've probably said it before, but dude, these loading times are like ridiculous. Like even my new PC is not on the level of this. Series X is pretty awesome.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander. but I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see the sadness behind your eyes. It tells a story that makes me want to weep. Pain and loss, but it drives you, makes you strong. It is that strength that people are drawn to. It is why you lead and others follow without question. You will need that leadership in the battles to come. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future
You are truly
greatness.
a prophet, Shaira.
Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
Thank you.
You have quite a gift, Shaira.
Thank you. Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Alcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask
What
you
is
to-
it?
I have
Would you
done
just give
everything
me
I can for you.
a shrunken head? I don't know.
Remember my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength.
Okay. Alright, another good time to save, I guess. Okay, so let me check my achievements real quick. So I just got the achievement for Caden, I think. So I got the one with Caden. With the soldier. So I still need... yes. So I can ditch Caden whenever I get the chance. Okay, so is there anything else here in this area? That's CSEC, harmless fan, scanner, different planet, different planets. Gotta find the Quarian, which is, I already know where she's at. Okay, so it looks like CSEC is my next place I've got to go to. Well, I guess, yeah, let's make it over to CSEC.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more profiles in courage, or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance military on the extranet. Keyword, courage.
Okay, so I see Rex already. Got transit. That'll take me up to my ship. Okay.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard.
Rex.
Commander Shepard.
Rex, such a badass.
I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
Glad to have you on the team, Rex.
Let's go.
Yay, soldier allies
Fist
done.
waiting.
Okay, so now I can roll with my guys.
I used to have an office here. Spent half my time doing paperwork.
So I think over here is where I talk to that guy. He's sitting somewhere here.
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
And why?
Hey there! Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
What were you trying to explain to the officer?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work. Yesterday, I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do?
Would you? That's all I... He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go.
Oh, right. Oh, well, he wanted to meet with me down in... His name's Shorban. He's a Salarian.
Shorban. That's the guy who won.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulation.
I better look into this right away.
Well, good luck.
Okay, new mission.
Hello, Commander.
And here is Chelik. Let's talk to him, see what's going on with Rita and her sister.
No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were trying to help her.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety...
It's nice to see you're still working all the angles, Chelik.
As part of the job. Now, are you gonna help me or not?
Oh, what? Can't Paragon that?
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned this. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
I'll persuade Jax to tell me.
No. You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than you can say bad bust.
Where can I find this?
Jax is down in the lower level. Good luck,
Okay,
Commander.
so now I've got 2 reasons to go to the market. Because Chorban and now Jax is there. Ooh, another keeper. Tracking terminal. Weapons locker. Alright, so codex.
Combat. All.
That's a journal. Alright, so... So I do like throw. Okay, so now I got tactical armor on him. Alright, so I've got 14. Let's go. So I'm not going to do much warp on him. So, I'm okay with that for now. Alright, let's go back to kind of looking around over here. Where does this lead? Oh, towards. Oh, okay. Check out this area. Requisitions officer. Yay!
Sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the C-Sec. So, will you be purchasing?
I think I'll be going.
Sure thing,
Well,
Commander.
that's...
You have a good day now.
I messed up there.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
Okay, so we'll just unlock some new stuff for the ship. Alright, so let's make my way back up to the ship and just see if there's
I'm surprised that you're willing to kill your own, Rex. Aren't the Krogan just a few generations away from extinction?
You don't get it. For all your talk of honor and pride, the Turians never had to test their principles in a real struggle. Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Okay, so I know there's a codex entry over here somewhere. At least I thought there was one. Okay, so there's actually nothing here.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with LCOR cast members. The production will open...
Okay. So, where to? C-Sec officers fear, so that's all in the wards. Money in the man, you can trace them, find out where the money is going. Okay. So yeah, let's do that one first. Because I already know where that money's going. Okay, so I think that money is going, if I remember, it's over near Barlavon. There's like a mysterious AI, or did I need, or is that a different mission I'm thinking of? And that could be a different mission. Is this thing? Yeah, different mission then. Okay, well that was a waste. I know I gotta come back there for something. Alright, well, so where should I go now? I guess the wards. Wards is kind of the only place I got now. Because I've got to do Jalid. Jenna's working for Detective Chelik. I gotta do that one. Yeah, so I guess we'll just go to the ward for now. Arrived in the wards, so there should be 2 people here I gotta talk to. Valis, nope. Alright, so before, let's do a save.
That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Do you have the X mods?
Show them the merchandise.
Looks good.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
I'm taking you in, Jax.
It's a sting! Bastard set us up! The hell are you playing?
Damn straight.
Here's your money, Jax.
Sense of humor, huh? It's gonna get you killed one of these days, Army. Come on, boys. We're done here.
Was that Renegade or Paragon I just did? Well, I guess I'll find out.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
You can start by telling me.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
We're not buying it. Jalid told us you
spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me. Everything.
You boys can go. Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experiment. Jalid and I saw even more potential.
Oh, I'm starting to get tired.
Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the
What's so special?
We'll see. I'd at least like to try and finish this Citadel section.
And you can't capture them or get samples.
Before going to bed.
Self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know. Don't you see? You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
Why are you trying to kill your
I'm
partner?
not trying to. Jalid's job was to descend, but he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it.
So you're just trying to get
We
back.
lost our heads. Commander, if you'll just continue you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I suppose a little scanning here and there.
Very good. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
I'll go have a chat with
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
Okay, so back to CSEC. I know there's a fast travel right here. Okay, so Jalid. Where was he again? Actually, he's on this side, I think. Back up here. Okay, so Jalid's right here.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You forgot to mention the data about the Keeper.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so...
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorban, but
You're... Well, if Shorban can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
Okay, there's one down. Chelik.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it. You've earned some payment for your work. As for Jenna, I'll make sure we get her out of Kor's den immediately. Now I need to get these mods into evidence. Thanks again, Shepard.
Yes.
Hello.
So isn't there... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I thought there was an area where you could look at your Paragon versus your Renegade, of which that was it. So let's look at equipment real quick. You got the hammer. I think that's actually a better sniper rifle. So I will roll with that. Okay, so let's see. Sure, we'll give you that one. Stick with that one. That's decent. Okay. That's the same shotgun. That's... Okay, that's good enough. Let's do another quick save while I'm at it. Pretty happy with my run so far. Feel like I'm doing pretty good. Signal tracking. Funnel money from gambling machines to private account. If you can't trace the system, you can find out where the money is going and why. Citadel. So there's only one of two things I want to double check. I'm going to go back to that gambling place I was at because I want to see how to activate that mission. So that was at Flux. So after... Oh! That did something. Oh, I think he's the one that was taking the money. So excellent decision for me to come back here.
Yeah, what is it?
Why were you tossed out of there?
Dorian didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
I know Dorian. If he says you're cheating, you're cheating.
I was just tipping the scales in my favor. Only as an experiment.
It still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
Does the device help you
The
win?
device is set to emit a frequency that will slightly, nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
Why don't you just sell the device?
No, this device is archaic. It uses brute force to achieve its goal. My system, when it's complete, will be far more efficient and complete.
Does the device help?
Nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record.
Does the device?
Nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record. Keep your winnings. That should be payment enough, I think.
I'll help you out.
Of course, if you get caught, well, off you go. That data won't collect itself.
Now I know I could turn this into...
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work.
I was glad to help out.
Yeah, everyone seems
They
real
should
happy.
be. Aren't you?
I'm glad she's out of the debt. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back. Commander, thanks again for all your help. Hey there, welcome to Flux.
Hello again. Can I help you?
Is this a casino?
We've got some quasar stations.
I've got something you might be
Let me... I saw him using it earlier. Tossed him out on his ass for it, too.
Cheaters shouldn't cross.
I agree with you on that. Thanks again. Take a few shots.
I should be going.
Enjoy your time here in Flux.
Alright, so that was pretty Paragon-y. So go disappoint this guy, tell him I got rid of his device.
So, did you record 5 wins with the device?
Actually, I gave
But that was years of work. What am I gonna do? You're no help at all. This is absolutely the worst day of my life.
Sorry. Alright, so now time to Cora's Den. Let's get a good save going. Oh.
Looks like it's shut down.
This knows we're coming.
Now it's fun. Take cover!
Dude, this new sniper rifle is awesome. Oh, there's someone up top. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here quick.
Bring it on. Shield down.
Oh no, oh no! He is glitching out. He glitched out. Interesting. Okay, so there's two in the next room.
Good to go.
Did that revive them, or are they just dead permanently? Nope, they're dead. Okay. They're just dead. Oh, bleh.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
Get out of here.
It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Okay, so made it past that part. He should be here on the left. Oh no!
I surrender.
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said you'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location, now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry. What are you doing?
The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
We don't shoot unarmed prisoners.
How many people died because of him? He brought this on himself. Besides, we have more pressing concerns.
That Quarian's dead if we don't go now.
Okay, so that disc was for that lady. So I should be good now. Oh, I gotta go quick. Ugh, got more enemies in here. Oh, nope, nope. Get up on the box. He's dead. Where are you at?
Here it comes.
What a throw. I'm incredible. Alright. Gonna make my way back over there. And they're gonna be down here. Alright, so let's go. Okay, now let's go up there. She's gonna be over here.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
Hostile contact.
Tough.
Fire in the hole.
Oh no! Oh no! Kill the assassin.
Set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
Yay!
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, and all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many... Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than
I at
being
least
a
want to do
burden on
this,
our limited resources.
finish this whole section.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her, the Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I thought you were on your
What about your quest?
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Okay, so I'm still rolling with Garrus and Erdnot Rex. Okay, so what to do now? Gotta return to the tower. Oh shoot, I forgot. Alright, so if you can trace the system, you can find out where the money is going and why. Been approached by Conrad Werner. Okay, so I gotta go back to Emily Wong. So that's it? I just gotta go back to Emily? Oh, I forgot Bhatia, so I gotta resolve this guy's problem.
Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
There's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this. Just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral and the respect she deserves.
Come on, I'm getting tired. You just keep throwing quests at me. Alright, so let's go resolve Bhatia real quick. I think it's that guy leaning up against the wall.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on... Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body...
You think her body might be dangerous?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I'm out there fighting to stop crap like this.
Ooh,
all right,
gotcha.
Commander.
Got
You
him.
win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
How dare you speak to your commanding officer in that way?
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness.
Okay, so yes, let's go back to the lady. She was in, where was she? She was in the wards, and she was over in, I think she was over by the med clinic. So she's standing over here somewheres. Oh, I see her.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander. for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Okay, so I don't remember what to do for this signal tracking. To find out where the money is going and why. Okay, well either way, so now I've got to go back to the tower. What was that mission called again? Citadel, signal tracking. Okay, so actually, okay, so I just looked up real quick because I couldn't remember how to start this mission, but I think I figured it out. I forgot it's in like a couple super particular areas you have to scan. So there's one, I think, I vaguely remember this mission. There's something here. I don't remember where exactly. I thought it was here. There's Chelik. Is it up here? No? Where's the area where you actually begin with CSEC? Is it over here?
Every time I visit the Citadel, CSEC Where's this area at? Gosh, I gotta look it up again. So that's gonna take me. I know it's over here. I'm pretty sure it's over here somewhere.
Hello, Commander.
I actually don't think it's here. It's in a weird hallway, but I don't remember how to get to that hallway. Where is that hallway? think this is it right here, maybe.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Might be here. No, this ain't it. Where's that hallway? There's like a weird hallway I think it's in.
Reports are circulating that Alliance Ambassador Udina has accused a Spectre of orchestrating the attack on Eden Prime. Udina
Oh, I think this is it. Is it here? I remember it's in a weird place. Signal source, there it is.
It's good. Busy though. I can't believe how many people you get.
Looks like they bounced their signal off a relay. I'll trace the new signal.
Yeah, okay. And then the next one's in Barlavon.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars. Many Council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni. In a rare admission of debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the uplifted Krogans made possible.
Okay, so gotta run over to Barlavon real quick. Back in the days, I think I did that mission without looking up any help, which I always remember this one confusing me because there's that weird room. You don't want to get too used to when you're playing this game, too used to using some of the fast travel stuff, because there's always like particular hallways that you really need to go down. So it's in here. Oh, it's in the back.
Another relay. Whoever it is, they're somewhere over the city.
And then it's over here. Up here to the right.
This is it. I'll see if I can find out where those stolen credits are going.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
Or not.
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
You're not just a program or a VI. You're an AI.
Correct. Unlike the Geth, I lack weaponry appropriate to my intellect. However, I have had systems installed that, when activated properly, approximate a self-destruct mechanism. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
Where is your creator now?
In order to cover my tracks, I falsified his financial records. These new records were flagged by CSEC officers, and my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
What is the purpose?
I have no means of defense or escape. My existence is limited to this terminal, and I knew I might have, but I will not die quietly, and I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organics.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a sim. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the.
If you're sentient.
If I accumulated enough credits, I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
Commander, AIs are universally illegal. They must be destroyed upon contact without exception.
I am not naive, human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life forms. I wished to escape, but if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
There's no way you could get explosives onto the Presidium.
Not raw explosives, no. But I did obtain if you attempt to leave or attack me, I assure you that the explosion will kill you.
Can't we resolve this?
I wished to escape. But if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates. I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
Enter override sequence. What am I supposed to do? Why? Why? Y, X, B, Y, X, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, B, Y, X, Y, A, Y, X, Y, A, X. Yes, did it.
Bio? Oh.
Get a new save. Okay, so Conrad. Head to the Sentry system in the Hawking. Go to the Hydra system. Okay, so alright, I think that's it for the Citadel for now. That is everything. Got a good Paragon score going. Yeah, so I guess now just to return to the tower. Pretty flawless run, I'd say, so far. I think I've done everything just about the way you're supposed to do it. I do still want to talk to Kohoku here, because he gives me an interesting mission.
Waiting to speak with Commander.
But I don't think I can talk with him until this meeting happens, so let's do that. Captain Anderson.
Come on. Udine is presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods. and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked
No,
Do
the
we even know what
Reapers.
this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull.
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Yes. Look at me. I am the
Commander
captain
Shepard,
now.
Step forward.
Look at me. I am the commander now. You all will bow before me. Turian ally.
It is
Krogan
the
ally.
decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal.
King me,
symbol,
king me.
The embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find it?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Yay! I am the ultimate super weapon. Alright, now I think I can talk to Admiral Kohoku. And he's going to give me a mission to do something off-world.
No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Yes.
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options.
I will solve your problem.
I'm going to stay here and see if I
For
can find
I
anything out through
am
official channels.
Enter
Won't hold my breath.
problem solver ChazmaN.
I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you can get some answers.
Ooh, more points. Garrus. Unlock fitness. What's fitness? Increases his health. That sounds good to me. Oh. Okay, so now I need to go back to the embassy. Okay, so gotta go over here. No? I thought it said I had to speak to Udina. Meet him at the Alliance. Oh, docking bay. Of course. Dummy. That's what I get for not reading. Well, that's cool. I'm kind of glad I knocked out everything Citadel related there, pretty much. One fell swoop.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials...
Another mission. Still got a good Paragon score going, it looks like.
refused to comment.
There's Anderson and Adina waiting on me.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Ooh.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after.
The conduit.
He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharaohs and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop it.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the
I'm familiar.
in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Should I start with Noveria or Pharaohs? I normally, whenever I play this game, I start with Noveria. Noveria's tough, though. I don't remember Pharaohs being as tough as Noveria. Alright, we'll start with Noveria.
Maybe I can get to Noveria before the Geth.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
Any extra intel?
The entire planet, the colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind.
What do you know about
Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to
What can you tell me about?
Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are...
I want to know the truth
We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out.
I'm guessing things didn't...
Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren...
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place... There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame.
Saren caused the explosion.
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of
the only thing I care about
You're right,
is
Commander. It's no good living in the past.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my... But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside,
okay,
so be it.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Yay! And now the game really begins. Go to Pharaohs. Go to Noveria. Go to Artemis Tau.
In the Pharaohs, Noveria, the
Okay. So before I leave, or before I get on the ship, oh, there's something there. So before I go on the ship, I think when I come back to the game, I think I'm going to run back through the Citadel to make sure I got everything before I start leaving, but I'll do that on my next stream. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and save here. What am I missing? Something I'm missing here?
Combat. Amassing.
Yep, so let's go ahead and save it. And yeah, I think I'm going to call it quits there. So we finished the Citadel. I did just about every side mission I think you can do there for now. So yeah, I think I'm definitely going to stream tomorrow night maybe. If I do, I'll be on same time, sometime between maybe 7, 8, 8:30. But yeah, so once again, loving this game, and I don't know, I can't wait to go back to Noveria and Pharos. Haven't been back to those two locations in a bit. Find my baby Liara to Sony, like always. And yeah, so thanks again, guys. I love you. Please be safe. And I'll see you on the next stream or next video I decide to put out. Alright, guys. Have a good night. Now we'll see you again. Bye-bye.